Rhea Ripley reveals new nickname for Buddy Matthews. Hello, guys. Welcome back to my channel. I am Jennifer. Have a nice day. For the WWE family latest news update, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. Rhea Ripley and Buddy Matthews are some of the most popular couples in the industry, even though the two aren't in the same promotion. Recently, Mommy teased Matthews' nickname when a host asked her a question. Rhea Ripley is known as Mommy, a name that gained popularity when she was in the Judgment Day alongside Dominic Mysterio. While the Eradicator isn't associated with the villainous faction anymore, she's still called Mommy amongst fans across the world. In an interview with 92.9 Triple M Perth while promoting WWE Crown Jewel 2025, the host, Daniel Leach, asked Rhea Ripley if he could be called Daddy. Mommy stated it's a big shoe to fill and it might not happen, as she indicated that Buddy Matthews already has that nickname. Oh, that's a big shoe to fill. I don't know. I feel like someone named Buddy Matthews might already have that name, Ripley said. From 045 to 054, Buddy Matthews and Rhea Ripley knew each other for years before they began dating and eventually tied the knot. However, the road wasn't easy for Matthews, as Ripley initially hated him when they were coming up in the industry. In an interview on Insight with Chris Van Vliet, the former WWE Cruiserweight Champion explained that a heelish segment in Australia is probably what scarred Mommy when she was in the crowd watching Matthews work. She, Ripley, used to watch me when I wrestled in Australia, said Matthews. Yeah, she was in the crowd, and she hated me. And she still, to this day, there was this girl, her name was Sway, and I was a heel back then. So one of the angles was she did something, and I just rifled this forearm off on her and dropped her. She thought, she's probably scarred by this, but she remembers it. She hated me, Matthews said. It'll be interesting to see if the couple ever shares the ring and the Stamford-based promotion at the same time. Rhea Ripley says it was special to see Anoa'i Sky get her moment at WrestleMania 41. At WrestleMania 41, Rhea Ripley would once again challenge for the WWE Women's World Championship in a triple threat match that also featured the champion Anoa'i Sky and Bianca Belair. While speaking to the wide world of sports in a recent interview, Rhea detailed the experience of WrestleMania 41 and how it felt to be part of a really special day for Women's World Champion Anoa'i Sky. Since WrestleMania 41, Rhea and Anoa'i have saved each other from attacks at the hand of Julia and Roxanne Perez, with the pair facing off on next week's edition of WWE Monday Night Raw. You can read more about that here. Elsewhere in the same interview, Rhea also reflected on the injuries she suffered last year. You can read more about that here. Rhea Ripley is undoubtedly one of the main faces of the women's division in WWE, and the company has always tried to enhance her talent in recent years, allowing her to shine in the most important events on the calendar and involving her in prominent storylines. During her professional wrestling career, the Australian star has won the Women's World Championship and the Raw Women's Championship twice, as well as being the NXT champion and having achieved several successes in the tag team division as well. One of his most exciting triumphs was certainly the one in the 2023 edition of the Royal Rumble match, through which he showed that he has the right skills to become an icon of this business. 2024 was certainly one of the toughest years of her entire career due to injuries that limited her appearances, forcing her to stay away from the ring for some time and putting a strain on her patience. Her first serious injury was during WrestleMania 40, when she was brutally attacked by Liv Morgan and reported a collarbone problem that kept her out for a few months. During a recent interview with Wild World of Sports, Rhea confessed that the past year has been hard for her to endure. Injuries teach you a lot about yourself, and 2024 definitely tested me. Dealing with that AC sprain was brutal. I couldn't do the things I love. Going to the gym, holding my dogs, it was mentally and physically draining. I was stuck training legs every day, and it felt endless. She also added, I finally made it back and got the chance to chase the world title again. Then boom, I broke my eye socket. Injuries were coming from all angles. WWE Universe's hope is that Ripley will have fewer injuries this season and that she can return to 100% of her shape. Sierra, the Federation is managing her appearances more carefully in the first segment of 2025 and her body is responding in the best way. Rhea Ripley is one of the biggest stars in WWE today, exuding confidence, charisma, and in-ring quality. Mommy has dominated the women's division from the moment she arrived in WWE, holding titles in WWE, NXT UK, WWE NXT, and the main roster. However, despite being an individual sport, nobody can do it alone in professional wrestling, and Ripley is no exception. The former Judgment Day star recently spoke to Robbie and Carly, where she discussed who produced her brilliant WWE WrestleMania 41 match against Io Sky and Bianca Belair, which gained a 5-star rating from Dave Meltzer. At the same time, she also revealed who has been her biggest helper in WWE. Ripley said, Jason Jordan and Petey Williams produced the WrestleMania 41 match. But Jason Jordan, he's always with me, every step of the way. Petey definitely was a part of it. Massive, but JJ, he's been with me on a lot of different matches, and I can always count on him, and every time I'm gonna lose my mind or have a panic attack, he's always there. He's my #1 helper, but yeah, Petey and JJ. The idea of Ripley having a panic attack or not being confident might seem impossible to many members of the WWE universe due to how she carries herself on television. The Australian-born wrestler always portrays herself as confident and sassy on television, but she's previously been open about her struggles. He's always there. He's my #1 helper, but yeah, Petey and JJ. The idea of Ripley having a panic attack or not being confident might seem impossible to many members of the WWE universe due to how she carries herself on television. The Australian-born wrestler always portrays herself as confident and sassy on television, but she's previously been open about her struggles.